I'm going to talk about something that people in general don't like talking about for whatever reason. And what we're talking about today is struggling with gender identity. The sad thing about struggling with gender identity is that no one actually talks about it in a sense that guides a person to understanding themselves. And instead, what they do is that they encourage or validate the idea in question without giving it any more thought that if it's an actual alignment for that person. As soon as it's brought up, it's like, hey, I think I'm trans. And it's like, yep, you are. That's exactly what you are. You're nothing else. We're not even going to talk about it. Here's your new clothes. Here's your gender affirming pills. And here is your new badge. It is a colorful flag, and you get to wear it proudly. Go get them, Tiger. Now, that is a typical response when someone who is dealing with gender identity gets, right? They get affirmation, they get validation. It is received in a positive light. While it should be talked about more critically, it should be thought about more critically, and the discussion should be taken more seriously and asking them questions like, why do you think that? Why do you think you're trans? Like, what is going through your head? Like, what made you come to this conclusion that that's what you think you are? And are you thinking that you are trans because maybe you have a misunderstanding of yourself, or maybe you feel somewhat out of place? And it's not so much that it's specifically you, it's more so the environment that you're in and maybe the people that you're around where you're starting to think that you are possibly trans, and changing yourself on how you look and how others perceive yourself. And by thinking that, you are coming to the idea that you're going to have to change your appearance and your gender identity to be able to fit into this social standing. There's a multitude of questions and conversations that need to take place first before coming to any sort of conclusions. And I personally think what it ends up coming down to is that people who have a gender identity issue aligns more with the desire to be liked and accepted and acknowledged. And I believe ultimately that most of these questions can be answered by taking a look at your environment, and usually the answers lie within your household or wherever you're living. And I mean, honestly, at the end of all of this, like, this is applicable to pretty much anybody who struggles with depression, with liking themselves, and just wanting to be able to have friends and socialize and not be a burden in general. Like, this isn't solely on trans people or anyone who is dealing with like gender dysphoria or anything like that. Like, it's literally everyone who is dealing with issues that trouble them in a severe way. And I'm willing to be one of those people to talk about it. I have no problem with talking about this kind of stuff with anybody, so long as we can come to an understanding. Because that's all I really want to do is being able to establish an understanding between me and the other person I'm talking to, or the listeners. It's not a big deal. It's not an issue. And like, I think I have a pretty good mindset in being able to have these kind of deep, important conversations with people who need to talk about it, who need to get some insight. I don't have the answers to everything, but I can tell you one thing: I'm a good person to have a critical conversation with, because there are a lot of things that I think about throughout the day, and a lot of people don't look at things the way I do. That's kind of what it comes down to. But yeah, drop me some of your thoughts in the comment section. You know, you can DM me directly and I can make a video about it specifically. I don't have to name you, or we can do a video. I really don't care. I don't care. Whatever it comes down to, so long as I'm helping people and creating an understanding so people can further better themselves in whatever direction they want to go in. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.